Jason Simpkins is hinting at an entirely new mode of AI assisted travel, and one, Uber Airstock, is the way to get in on it early. We reveal exactly what it is in this video teaser review for free. So, what do you get when you combine artificial intelligence with a cutting edge new flying machine? Well, the answer is you get to travel 6 times faster than jumping behind the wheel of a motor vehicle. Yes, this is totally George Jetson type stuff, but Jason says it's about to become a reality. How can he be so sure? Well, it's because of his investor, or I should say, his information network, which he's spent the past 17 years developing, and which gives him special privileges and insights that almost no one else has. But what is this network telling him exactly? Well, according to his sources that are stationed at Edwards Air Force Base in California, the US military has been working on a futuristic new flying machine in combination with one small contractor. Now, what Jason is talking about here is FNOL, which stands for an electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. And that's a mouthful. But essentially, this project started 8 years ago and is now ready to burst on the scene the same way that Uber did way back in 2009. Now, you might be thinking at this point, IVTOL is a very competitive industry, and you'd be right. There are dozens of players at various stages. This is nothing new. And they're all hoping to cash in on this new type of aircraft, just like in the early days of the automobile. But Jason tells us that there's one best in class company that stands apart from the competition. And it is better in more ways than one. Now, the only way to find out the name of this company is through a special investment report titled Uber Air. And it is the only way to find out the name of this business. Now, only way to get a copy of this report is by subscribing to something called the Secret Stock Files. And this is Jason's investment research service, which costs $1,999, essentially $2,000 for the first year up front. Fortunately, though, you're not going to have to pay that because we're going to reveal the stock right here in this video for free. Now, in order to reveal the name of this best-in-class company, we needed a few clues, which Jason offered up throughout his teaser. Fortunately, we were able to condense them all over on Stock Exposure. And here's everything we know about this business. For starters, the firm is building its very first manufacturing facility on a 140-acre site close to where Orville and Wilbur Wright manufactured the world's very first airplanes. It has an audacious vision, which its founder has stated is to save 1 billion people 1 hour or more each and every day with electrically powered flight. And last but not least, its stock is currently selling for only $6. Now, because of these clues, this was an easy one to reveal, and it is Joby Aviation. Joby on the NYSE. And just go back for a moment here. This is how the clues align, just like the 3 axes on a helicopter. Last year, Joby announced its plans to locate its first scaled aircraft production facility in Dayton, Ohio. I'm just going to pull up the link right here so you can see it. And the second clue, Joby's mission statement, of course, to save 1 billion people an hour a day. And the founder stated this, and it's actually on the company's career page. And it's right here. And finally, Joby's stock is now down below $5, or actually just above $5 per share now, but it was trading above $6 just this past summer, as you can see on this chart right here from July. So can Joby give us a 2,300% return in only 6 years? Well, Jason uses some pretty interesting math to justify the reasons why, which I'll go over in just a second. As you can see, Jason's base case is 2.5 passengers per trip at a median cost of $75 per pop per passenger, with 3,600 trips per day from a single city. This would generate 100 million annually, but it's only the beginning, because according to the company's own assumptions, it's projecting a fleet of 1,400 or 14,000 vehicles, generating 20 billion in sales with services in 20 cities. Now, this would equate to 14 billion in profits, which, if we slap a very conservative price to earnings ratio of 15 on, which is much lower than the market itself at the moment, this would come out to $140 a share, or a more than 2,300% gain in 6 years. Now, that's a lot to take in, but where does the company stand today? How close is it in reality to these projections? And as we can see, per its latest quarterly report, Joby is still in active flight test mode, which it is about 37% through 4 of the 5 stages of. Now, from a financial standpoint, Joby has minimal debt, 34 million, 825 million in cash, mainly through the sale of stock, and an annual cash burn rate of around 370 million, which is huge, but it does give it 2+ years of runway without having to dilute shareholders. So overall, my thoughts are that Joby is a moonshot stock in a nascent industry that seems to perennially be 5 years away from being 5 years away. Now, however, with that said, every investor ought to have at least 1 or 2 of these moonshot plays in their portfolio, alongside a solid core of cash flowing businesses with above average growth rates. Only person that can decide if Joby is the right flyer stock for you, pun intended, is yourself. So just to finish up, here is a quick recap and a conclusion of everything we just covered in this teaser review. Jason was hinting at a new mode of AI-assisted travel, and one Uber Air stock is the only way to get in on it early. And what's being teased here is AI-assisted electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, or for short, air taxis. And one company could be the first to market with them. Now, the name of this company, it's only revealed in an investment research report called Uber Air, the AI-powered money machine. It can be ours, but only with a subscription to the Secret Stockpiles investment research service, which would run us $2,000 per year for the first year upfront. Now, unfortunately, you don't have to pay a penny of that, because we were able to reveal Jason's Uber Air stock for free as Joby Aviation, JOBY, on the NYSE. And what do we think about it? Well, Joby is a moonshot stock that could be a 10-bagger or a total dumpster fire. There's no in between, and we'll just have to see how it plays out. So if you got absolutely any value out of this video, hit the like button, subscribe, because we have many more of these free teaser reviews and reveals coming up. And let us know down in the comments which one you believe Joby will be, a 10-bagger or a complete and total dumpster fire. Until next time.